Hey everyone, I'm back. So this is the Locke's 1945 Honeyberry Yellow Longneck. I went ahead and got some of the biggest figs I could down. It is January 5th, and as you can see, there's still some pretty good sized ones up there. I thought maybe these were getting prepped for the spring crop, but they're obviously ripening. There's some new little ones developing, but the problem is I wanted to let these keep going to see what the true full potential was of the fruit. But the blue jays are hip to it, and as you can see, one just flew in because they know what's going on. They've taught their babies and taught their babies. They hide almonds and God knows what in the air layers, and then as you can see, they're scoping out the ripe ones and going after those. Usually a lot of animals assume they're not ripe because of the color, but these guys have been around here for so long. I mean, we're talking, 40s, teaching and teaching and teaching, generation after generation. So these guys know what's going on, and I gotta trim this tree, and so I decided to get the fruit down some of the best I could before they got them all. And I thought maybe there was some at the bottom, because usually they'll just tear into them and knock them down, but I couldn't find any of them. Obviously there's a bunch starting to miss. I started noticing that. I'm like, wait, what's going on? We had really bad rain, and then now we're having like the sun's out and it's hella warm, so some of these are like rotting already and getting like sunburnt and over wet. So that's going to be a factor in the wintertime. If you get this from me and you do get fruit, you may just want to kind of protect it from the rain and direct sun if you're having a lot of weather fluxes like we do in California at the moment. So here is the fruit. I got a lot of smaller ones fell down. I had to kind of just knock them because it's so high up there. Some, they're still firm. Nothing's obviously open. Is this even going to focus? Wow, this is not going to focus. Very strange. Hold on, let me turn the light on. What is going on? Let me make sure my thing's not all blurry. Okay, so for the most part, let's see. I think I got, like, this one's pretty open. There might be a bunch of bugs in there. So I'm going to cut these open and kind of show you what's going on. Show you the insides of like the newer, younger ones. And then these ones are pretty soft. Like that one's just ready. But you can see the weather is starting to screw it up. That's from where it fell. This isn't the actual color of them. This is actually probably like a mold starting to form from the weather. Why is this not focusing? Jeez. So anyways, let's get on to it because I don't know how much battery I have. So let's start with the big ones first. Okay. So let's do this one. This one was the one that was really open. Now earlier on when I tasted it, tasted almost like pretty much like a black mission. There wasn't much of a honey flavor yet, but those weren't right along. That's a wonderful color for the wintertime. It's going to that nice plum red, kind of a lavender. Let's see what this tastes like. I thought it was going to be rotten. Man, that's a good one. So let's see, it's really jammy. Still not fully ripe yet. The seeds, I believe, are going to be self-fertilized. Apomictic seeds. It clones itself. It doesn't use pollen, and I'll show you if I got time. The insides. Oh yeah, the honey's coming back. Wow, that is like raspberry. It's like a raspberry, and now that honey, like a raspberry honey right now. Come on, focus, man. This is a one-time shot. Let's try this other side. I gotta do it. That's fabulous. So I got tons of cuttings of this available, and you can definitely message me or look me up. Plants on Locke. Nobody's got this right now. Man, this thing would be so much better if it was fully ripe. It's like a complex raspberry. It's not sticky. When these get their full potential, man, that skin's real thin. See what I'm saying? You can peel. Let me see if I can do it on this one. Okay, right there. See, you can peel that skin right off and just eat it like a little tangerine or something. Look at that. Man. This one's not as sweet. This one's definitely not as sweet. I don't taste the honey. I think the honey is really what makes it that really sweet. It's got a very complex berry. Man, that color is just off the chain. I love that. But it's strange. It's a strange, jammy berry flavor. So, let's try another one. I'm not going to keep eating them because I don't got time. So that one's a real nice color. January 5th, man. This thing's still pumping out fruit. So again, if it gets really bad weather where you're at, maybe kind of protect it. Because obviously our weather change is tweaking with stuff. Don't want them to mold on you. So see, as I'm getting to the less firm, the color's starting to kind of lighten back up. That one's pretty sweet. I'm gonna try this real dark one. I think I did, I don't know. Yeah, it's got a lot of flavor, but it's not very sweet right now. So this one looks like crap on the outside, but we got a nice interior color. More hints of that plum. Not too sweet right now. Very flavor though. Flavorful. It tastes like that. Whatever chemical makes like a raspberry or berry, that essence. If you were to take all that sugar out, you know, it's not completely unsweet, but it has just that really rich, strong. See this inside? I think that these, the way that they get bigger, we'll know because there's no male pollen part. If you go look online, I cut a littler one. See if I can find it. Normally you'll see like on some of these commons a male and a female part down here. And usually when they enter in the wasps, they will hit that male part flower and it's just a little ring and they'll carry that pollen into here. But you see how compact this is? At first I thought it's pushing against itself and maybe it has its own pollen. And so it's just self-pollinating when it touches, you know, and then I thought, well, I didn't think, but I found out, okay, well, there is no male parts in here. When you look at these flower parts, so there's no pollinization going, and it's already been told to me by my landlord this is common for as long as she's known, but she doesn't understand all this scientific jargon. So when you get into what makes a common fig, and it's just a blanket term, there's different ways that these are self-fertilizing themselves. It's not always, they don't always use pollen, sporophyte. They sidestep that whole process, and they just basically, they set a cell inside a part where they basically split their own DNA and then they recombined it to make that embryotic, ovula, whatever you want to call it, that contains that seed. So it's all it's doing is splitting its DNA and recombining it and cloning itself. So each of these seeds should be, I don't want to say 99 point or 100%, but 99.9 should be a genetic clone replica of the mother tree. So these all have pretty good color. Obviously, as you get into the younger ones, they don't have any color yet, and they're not ready, but these just kind of fell along. But see, this one is coming along. It's trying to change color. This one's little, but it's soft. What do we got in there? Is there something in there? It looks like something might have gotten into this one. At the same time, I don't know because there's so much freaking dirt out there. And I don't know. I don't think that was off my hand. Come on, zoom in. Okay, this one looks gnarly inside. But I don't see little bug parts necessarily or anything. That's the eye hole. That's where you'd start seeing stuff. So I don't think wasps are out in the fall. What's funny is when you look at when these wasps are out, they ain't gonna tell you. Okay, it blows me away that they've been doing this long, but they ain't gonna openly tell you the actual season of these wasps. You gotta dig around. I've talked to people that grow and they don't even know. They just go, oh well, fall. When it gets cold, the males hibernate, females hibernate, and whatever. Then they come out in the springtime. Man, this thing is not zooming in. So, and then in December, you still got them growing, and then January now. So I really don't think there's fig wasps flying around right now. I don't think that we have some California super fig wasp flying around. But I could be wrong. I was like, damn, is that a bug right there? But that was just a pocket hole. So let me see if I can zoom in on that. That's a real good close-up of a long female flower. This camera sucks. My apologies, but you can see they're real elongated. So they got those long little tips, kind of like cannabis, because they are related. So this one's really soft. Let's zoom out a bit. That's a nice color. Look at that. Yeah, that one was pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. Very berry. So it appears that the berry flavor starts off. Shit, I'm gonna cut myself. And then as the honey flavor starts kicking in, I'm guessing when the sugars start to really take off, that's when you get that real rich honey-berry complex mixture. Some of these don't really look that great. That's like a milky color. I don't like that. I probably ate some of that too. Who knows? I'm sure it's fine. This one's really gnarly looking. Come on, I'm looking through the camera so I can't fucking fine tune it. Sorry for cussing. So yeah. Ew. That's not good. I think that's the mold coming in. So yeah, these get real big, but right now they're pretty. Ooh, that's hard too. That's compact. Shit. This one's gonna have. Let's see. I can already smell it. Tastes like a black. It's like a black mission. Excuse me, Jesus. It's like a black mission right now. It's like the essence of black mission. I don't like it. I don't like black missions, really. I don't like brown turkeys. So here, God, my phone's gonna be disgusting. So here you can see the female flower parts. They're real tall. And they have these long hair. You see that? They're like flower pistil. I don't know. I can't remember. So the males don't have this like that. So this is what would get pollinated normally, but because there's no fig wasps, there's no pollen. You see inside the seeds developing? All right, I gotta go. I think I ran my limit.